soundproofing secret we'd like to share with you today is to remember to use isolation strips. Now, isolation strips aren't talked about very much, but they're integral to good soundproofing systems. We use isolation strips to help accomplish decoupling in a system. Now, decoupling is when we have two materials and instead of having them physically joined together, we pull them apart. With wall soundproofing, we use mute clips. Mute clips are an isolation clip and they reduce the points of contact from the new soundproofing partition and your existing wall. With floor soundproofing, we use isolation strips. Isolation strips come in various different forms and we do use them on walls as well. For floors, you want to make sure that you get a pimpled isolation strip. This is really important because it reduces the points of contact by about 80%. Your pimpled isolation strip can be used on joists in floors. It has a self-adhesive backing, which you would remove and then press firmly onto the top of the joist. As you can see, because it's pimpled, this is going to reduce the points of contact between your joists and your new subfloor. This reduces the amount of impact vibrations that can travel from your floor down into the joists and through to the ceiling below. If we were to use a completely flat isolation strip in this situation, we're going to have more points of contact and therefore more of the vibration will be able to travel through to the ceiling below. However, you can't use a pimpled isolation strip for all floor types. If you have a batten floor, you do need something that is a little bit more stable. This is when you would use our iKoustic batten strip. As I mentioned before, we also use isolation strips in wall soundproofing. You'll find isolation strips in wall soundproofing when you're putting up a new stud wall. We do this to reduce flanking transmission. So a good example would be someone walking across your floor, the vibrations travel through the floor and then could travel up through your new wall. By resting the new wall on an isolation strip, however, we're going to decouple this structure and resist the vibrations. Your wall soundproofing is going to be greatly improved by taking this extra care. Here at iKoustic, we have a range of isolation strips and it can be a little bit overwhelming if you're going onto the website for the first time. So let me run through our different types and you'll know which one you're going to need. We have P8 here. This is our special pimpled isolation strip and you're going to want this for timber joist flooring, not for your batten flooring. We've also got our iKoustic batten strips, and that is for your batten flooring. And then for wall soundproofing, we have our F5 isolation strip. It comes in 100mm and it also comes in a 50mm as well. If you're laying carpet after your floor soundproofing, then you're going to need to get some gripper strip. This is because you don't lay acoustic underlay all the way to the edge of your room. So if you go and lay the carpet rod down, it's going to be lower than your new floor. When you lay the gripper strip, it raises the carpet rod up to the right height. If you'd like any more information about isolation strips or floor soundproofing, don't hesitate to get in touch with our team or visit us at iKoustic.co.uk.